Is Sugar Babe still playing despite being skipped? How many times has Sugar Babe's been put in?
It's on repeat, so I don't know what that does.
God.
Sure.
No.
Sugar Babe.
I don't know how to do it off. Can you
Charlie,
get rid of
please
loop on
may you
that, Charlie?
clear the
I'll
loop.
just press stop. Hold on.
I think that just stops dirty.
It's disconnected.
I think
Oh.
I think it's clear now. I think the queue is clear.
The whole queue is clear, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
I was so tempted to just Control V, just paste it in again.
Is this Master and Commander?
Oh.
A harbour filled with acrid yellow smoke. A radiant beam from the lighthouse now blocked. You surround the Titan Kraken that bleeds heavily, its skin and vascular system exposed. Tentacles destroyed as you have opened a path to its left flank. But despite this, the Kraken's wrath remains incessant. Its intention seems drawn to you all as you surround it, as your compounding blows continue. In these last moments, you have pulled through, and with a second wind, have started to surround this gargantuan beast. However, Slarkathral is far from dead. And now the light beam broken, the beast moves with a refreshed vigor. And as his disadvantage is cleared, in a moment of opportunity, its ability for legendary attacks resumes. And with it, a huge pulse of lightning shoots out from it. And with his legendary attack, Slugthrow will cast Chain Lightning.
Is there a
Through the
movement
smoke.
for that?
There is not.
Oh no.
The chain lightning fires through the smog. First hitting against you, Medica. I'd ask you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I take half damage anyway because of resistance.
As the lightning bolt pulses through your armor, its chain almost bounces off of you, and it fires out now towards the lighthouse, towards you, Artus Kaimba, from your lookout from this horn. As it pulses through this horn and connects against your face, you feel it wrap through your body. I'd ask you to make me a dexterity saving throw. You meet it. You take half damage as you just about pull your face away from it just in time.
Artis in this crazed state, I think, just giving him like Einstein-style hair, and he's almost embracing the energy.
You notice your lips are still on the horn, even if your face isn't. Oh, sorry, he's like, oh, fuck. No, I'm joking.
As you pull away from the horn, the lightning wraps itself in this metal vessel before it then fires off. A nubs. You see out of the corner of your eye a lightning strike towards you. I'd ask you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please, as this from the tower shoots down towards you.
Does me being in cover have anything to do, like, to help me sort of survive this, or does it any advantage whatsoever, or is it just it's just coming for me? I'll roll a dex throw while you think about it anyway.
Yeah, let me double check that.
Also, is Slugthrall immune to cloud kill?
25.
Immune to cloud kill?
Yeah.
How do you mean, sorry?
Like, because she is inside the affected area, she should also suffer the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She is. Yeah, she's immune to it.
Okay.
I rolled a 25, which is a pass, and I'm also resistant to lightning. With my dragon scale, my blue dragon scale nailed on.
So I'm just reading this description of you as well.
I mean, I'm okay with taking 11 damage because it's quarter anyway, I think.
I'm gonna say from the almost the vantage point as it travels from where it is coming from, your cover would not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
So let's go. Yeah, you're gonna take half.
And then half again.
Half?
Yeah, I think, right?
Yes.
I'm calling that 11 in this case. Just rounding up. I mean, I guess it would be 10, but whatever. Doesn't matter, right? Let's take 11.
Good.
Sorry, it's more like what we would say. Yeah.
Incredible. At the top of the round, then we move to Finn and Braceford.
Sweet. Finn, off the back of the previous lightning attacks, is going to continue with what seems to be working, and is going to cast Cool Lightning again at the... What can I get away with? Okay, at the 3rd level. That is low damagings.
I think this thing might be resistant to lightning.
Very, very quickly.
I'm pretty sure it was hitting previously.
Oh, sorry, who said pretty quickly?
I was just. I'll save it, but no, I'll wait. Don't worry.
Okay. Finnan, the attacks were working previously, but that was when it was in this weakened state from the radiant glow. And in this instance, Larkathrel chooses a legendary resistance.
Oh, Jesus. I can't even yell loud enough. I was like, turn that thing back on, if you can. And that is Finnan's go.
Remove to artist climber.
So maybe. Oh. So where's Finnan in relation to me? Quite a long way away. I'm going to say I probably don't hear you.
Yeah, probably.
You just hear,
Also, I've just been shocked, so maybe my ears are ringing a little bit. And in front of me, Andy, there's like a big poison cloud on the sea, sort of rolling across the sea. So sort of rolling towards me. Would it envelop me because I'm up on the wall, or is it kind of like lower level? Like how high is the poison cloud? Like, is it going to go up 20 foot or whatever we said the walls were? Or...
It is almost like a huge sphere.
Oh, okay.
So I would say, yeah, it is like it's rising from the top of Slarkathrail, so you wouldn't be able to see Slarkathrail from even your position that is higher up.
Okay, so it's like that circle is kind of like hindering my vision. It's like a big mushroom cloud type thing.
You'd be able to kind of make it out as like almost like a silhouette through the smog. It's like not complete blockage, but it is enough to be able to stop the light passing through it from the lighthouse.
Oh, and it's stopping the lighthouse. I see. Yes. Okay. I think Artis is going to take one look at this big old poison cloud. Hesitate. See that it's moving towards him, and back it up. And Artis is going to move back towards the stairs. In fact, he's going to dash. Dash. Yeah, dash back down the stairs. That's him done, I think.
Move to Ungabungson.
Wait, why is my name Don't Be Shy and someone else in the chat is Ungabungerson? And also, Artis's name is Climbing Frame? Insane.
I'm not seeing that.
I can't see this.
Wait, which chat? I don't see this.
I can't see that either.
So my token is Aiden's done something. I can tell by the way.
No, genuinely,
when I hover over you, it says
time.
Unga Bungerson on mine.
Yeah, but that wasn't me that typed that. So don't you worry about that.
Actually, genuinely, don't drag me into this. I've been busy all week. I've not had time to do anything like this.
So can you see Don't Be Shy in the chat?
No,
I did see it, and then
I do see it now. Weird.
Ungabungson then says me gay now.
if you click on the as at the bottom of the screen, can you find Ungabungson in the list there?
No, it's not there. It's gone.
Someone has control of your token.
I do, apparently.
I mean,
I think
you all do.
Yeah, I can move Unga as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's me typing that.
No,
Right, I've taken everyone's control away, Unga.
My name's still okay.
Mine's just on. My phone. No.
No.
Okay, it's back now. Someone was having a right little laugh, weren't they? Okay.
Over to you, Unga.
Unga is going to continue his run towards the cannons. He's going to get to just about where the cannonballs are. And I suppose while I'm here, he's going to have a quick look around to see if he's got all the supplies he needs, like if there's powder, fuses, or if the cannons seem like they're ready to go on a moment's notice.
How well does Unga know his way around a cannon?
Not very well. I think there were one or two incidences on the
on
the boat that was attacked by the giant crab and the giant shark. I believe that some cannons went off then. But I think that's Unga's only interaction with cannons. Just that one time, I think.
Okay. Just for flavour, this isn't going to come out of your action. I'm going to ask you to make me a check just to see, from a roleplay wise, of what happens when you look at this cannon.
Okay, so yeah, Unga's just kind of paused in front of the cannon. And he's just going, oh, looking at the cannonballs on the right, and the cannon in front of him. Sorry, do you want
a
to perception
15.
something else?
No, I'm happy with the perception. That's fine.
Okay.
You're kind of like looking through it. With a 15, you've seen one of these before. You've seen it fired. You've seen what people do to load it. You think you have the confidence to do this yourself. And right now, the margin for error is large and comes with consequences. What do you do from here?
I suppose I'd try and grab the cannon and just kind of try to wield it in the way that seems most intuitive to me.
Okay.
Which might not be very intuitive at all.
You first look to the cannonballs that are in this container to your right. I'd ask you to make me an athletics check to lift and move these in and start loading up one of the cannons.
Oh, that'd just be a 20, I think. My rage has probably stopped, I imagine.
Okay. You successfully and with ease pull this cannonball up from this container and shove it into the barrel of this large cannon. Now, I'll allow one more action in this turn. You look at it, and this is a cannon that has not been used in a long time. If anything, it is probably more ceremonial and decorative in this harbour. Looking at it, it seems rusted, but also it is not aiming directly towards this kraken. It is kind of almost propped up against the wall, and you're all cast and moving. It's an aim.
Okay, Hunger's next action then would be to grab the cannon and try and aim it directly at the kraken. Somewhere towards one of his eyeballs, at least to the best of his ability.
Okay. I would ask you to roll me off any wisdom-based throw for a check.
Okay. We'll use his insight to try and orientate the kraken in his mind and figure out where he should be aiming.
You squint as you start to kind of pull it back from the wall and start to aim it. You make several maneuvers as you put it left to right, back and forth, up and down, as you question yourself and question its aim. Trajectory is something hard for you to comprehend. You line it up as best you can, but the cannon itself is rusted and hard to maneuver, and you hope that you have it in the right position.
Nice. And I guess that'd be Younger's turn.
We move to a set of tentacles. And the tentacles are on the move. Oh gosh. They move to the wall, Unger, that you have now pulled yourself up against, loading the cannon. And as you aim, a tentacle flies out towards you. Does a 28 hit as it flies over?
Yes, it does. Does indeed.
You were dealt 17 bludgeoning damage, and I would ask you to make me a strength save to determine whether or not you are grappled. You are grappled.
Oh, jeez.
As the tentacle wraps around you, you feel almost pulled away, held in suspended air as it pulls you up off the floor of these walls. And you see the cannon moving further and further away from you as you are pulled up. It is then going to use its multi-attack to then fling. And it is going to throw you 60 feet in a random direction. Can you roll me... Gosh, what's the best way to do it?
A 360-sided die.
Roll me a D8, and we'll just go in...
Compass points sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, come in compass direction. 8.
So if 1 and 8 would be north, would they?
I suggest a D12 and do it as like hours on the clock.
Hang on though, if it's 8,
No,
is
no.
it 1,
He's
2,
here.
3, 4, 5,
There
6, 7? He's going into the water. He's going
It
this
depends
way.
guess where you start.
Well, so if we say, can you see my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
damn
way.
it. I've spent the last 3 sessions running over here. Literally 3 sessions of running.
Right into the poison cloud as well.
Wait, how many feet? 60?
60 to land right near some Shamash.
Does Shamash get a reaction? Do you know
It's
what I mean?
flying. Can Shamash have a reaction to try and catch
Because it is
a flying caveman?
cool as fuck.
I will allow it.
What do I need to roll?
Perception? Suggesting.
Very heavy, unarmed caveman flying towards me at speed, flung by a thing.
But is Shamus inside the
You
cloud?
can hear him.
Shamash is inside the cloud.
You can't see shit.
Yeah, but he can hear
You
shit.
can
I
hear him
have-
screaming.
Yeah.
Shamash, I would ask you to make me a dexterity-based check or a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. As in the last moment, you see Unga's body flailing through this yellow smog towards you.
Cool. Well, I'm going to. So I've got a disadvantage, right?
Yes, due to lack of visibility.
Fair enough. I am going to do sleight of hand to see if I can grab him. 8. Ooh.
A moment as fingers kind of pass through each other, Unga, you ragdoll flail through the sky.
Into the water.
Unga has the walk on water, so he plunges into the water, but he is then
Immediately
propelled back to the
back
surface.
How far out of the water?
Held out. Yeah, second chance.
Should I like
Smash.
skim across the water or something?
I don't know.
You make it to the dock, yeah.
Unga, as you fly through the air, as you kind of like move around in circles, as I imagine you are like flipping around ragdoll, you look at this cannon as it goes further and further away from you, like, no! Reaching out to it, your hand slips through Shamash's fingers and you plummet into the water before then buoyancy, like a buoyancy aid, bounce back up onto its surface and remain standing on it.
Unger is incredibly dazed and confused about what's happened. And now he can't see shit. So he's even more confused.
Standing on water in this huge, yellow, acrid, sulfuric smog, we move to Nub's Grimmick.
Actually,
Does,
if we want to be cunts, then he also
Yeah.
needs to throw the Constitution saving throw because he entered the spell effects.
This is true.
Oh no.
It is 5d8 or half.
Or half. What's the
Yeah,
save?
22.
22.
You got this.
I can either. Yeah, are you rolling damage?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is.
Oh, nice.
That is very lucky.
Whoa.
Not bad, not bad.
Wow.
There's also poison, so if you're resistant to poison damage, then all the better.
I don't think Unger's resistant to anything really. He just has a lot of health.
Okay.
We
Sadly.
move to Nub's Grimmick.
All right. Nubs can no longer see the Kraken because of this big fog cloud in front of him. But he's such an astute archer. He remembers the last shot he took, and the arching and the distance he used, and he doesn't think that Slagathel, being such a huge beast, would be able to move rapidly out of the way. So he's going to venture another shot in the same direction. Would you say that's fair?
Yes, I would say that you would still have to make the shot with disadvantage, based on the actual sight. But how does sharpshooter work in this instance?
Well, yeah. So I don't think. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at that. I'm not sure if there's anything. That was the traits, isn't it?
Yep.
Copy of sharpshooter. Let's see. Dex increase, bypass cover, firing melee. Long shots don't impose disadvantage. There's nothing about obscured. So I'm just sort of playing a bit of flavor here. That it's he just takes the same shot as last time, roughly speaking. But we can roll at a disadvantage, I think, if you want. But my ranged attacks weapons ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. So does this count as cover? Him being in the fog? If so, I ignore
yeah, it does.
Then I just ignore it, and it's the normal shot, as it were. I'm so
Fine.
attuned to the bow and the way of the arrow that for me.
Yes,
Way
so
of the
yeah,
warrior.
if you're negating cover, then yes, then that leans exactly into your description. So yes, you're negating the cover, and you're able to shoot through it by remembering exactly where you shot last time.
And I think we're just
Fire.
going to go, classic shot. Here we go. 19, does that hit? Maybe not. Maybe it does.
19 does hit.
Cool. All right. We'll roll some damage there. We'll do 15 to start us off there on the old Kraken. But we're not done there. A second shot thundering out. This time only doing 12. So for a total of 27.
Arrows flying through the smoke. Kind of see plumes of the smoke
Yeah, it leaves
bursting
a
as
hole.
the arrow. Yeah, exactly.
Thinking of CS when you shoot through the smoke. Nice.
As
And
the arrows land, they land into the body. You can't see it, but both land in. Is that the end of your turn?
it is, but I would reapply slow if it has timed out or anything like that. Hopefully it hasn't, but yeah, that creature is slow.
Sorry, me too.
Okay, continuing with the slow. Yeah.
Nice. All right, and then that is Snub's turn. Let me just hit the old bouton. Nice.
Seeing the threat that the cannons possess,
I think we've skipped someone to go.
We did, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry, Mash, as
Yes.
Unger Bunguson's body just slips through your fingers.
Ah!
Go back to you.
Smash! Seeing a caveman fired through the air by a rogue tentacle, almost catching him, but not quite. Here's a big splash as Unger heads into the water next to him. Despite being in a cloud of poison, Shamash knows the right thing to do is to pick up this caveman, for he can help defeat the slug, a thrall monster. So Shamash dives down and attempts to pick up Unga Bungerson.
Okay, attempting to pick up. I mean, if it's done willingly, this can be done relatively easily, but will involve some element of strength to be able to actually lift him.
That's fair. Shamash is hopefully feeling strong at the moment.
Rules lawyering to do, but I'm allowing this to happen first.
No, please.
Yeah.
If you've
Because
got
I
rules.
want to bend the rules on my turn as well. So basically, on the start of the turn, if you are
bending
in the
rules.
hill, then you have to roll the Constitution and take damage.
Right, on the smog, you mean?
Oh, do we need to do that at the start or the end?
Start of your round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
start.
that's fair enough. So I need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, I believe so.
Indeed, the save is 22.
I did not get 22.
Sizzle.
5d8.
5d8 of damage, please.
You are having a draft. Jesus Christ. Too much damage.
That is a horrible spell, though.
22.
Oh, fashion.
Shamash is not looking healthy after choking on this. Nevertheless, he's still trying to do the honourable thing and pick up Unga Bungerson.
Imagine your patron is sweating balls right now.
Yeah, for God's sake. For God's sake.
So soon.
Also, yeah.
Imagine
What
he's watching in the Netherrealm like a football manager, just like
Yeah.
What are you doing? Leave him.
Stressed football manager.
You know that meme of that guy going like doing the suck in, like the ooh, like that. Just that. The mustachioed guy.
So what should I roll to try and pick up our friend Unga?
Oh Christ! I just don't feel like it's going to go well.
Not
Nope.
for this music.
What did Andy say? Is strength, I think, right? Is that right? Or
Yeah.
any dex of your choice? That was what it was, right?
No, that was to catch me. That was to catch me.
Yeah, that was to catch you.
Yeah.
This is a strength check as you kind of hover down to go and try.
Perhaps a
and lift them.
charisma saving throw. I think that would make sense.
It does make sense.
Get aboard, old chap.
Yes, I will.
No, it could be an interesting
Shamash
part to this.
desperately tries to persuade Unga to be picked up.
I think he's already in agreement with leaving. But
Yeah.
So advantage on charisma saving throw, you're saying?
yes, I probably am.
I was going to say, if Unga's save is strength check is higher than Shamash's, which it probably is, then I suppose that means that Unga will be grabbing Shamash out the sky rather than Shamash grabbing Unga off the surface of the water.
I think
Right.
he would
Combined strength check.
down.
So sorry. I'm going to actually give some rules as written because I think
Fair
actually it
enough.
plays in favour here.
Oh,
Picking up a willing or unconscious creature. If the target isn't fighting back, you don't need a roll. You use lifting and carrying rules. The requirement is you must have a strength score high enough to handle their weight.
Ooh.
This actually might be right.
What's Shamash's strength though?
The calculation is your carrying capacity times 15. So your strength score times 15.
So strength score will be 14. So 14. I'll just get here out. 14 times 15. Is that right?
Sounds like it.
That's 210.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Unga, how much are you carrying right now?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well. Okay.
Unga dropped his bag when he fell in the water. Sorry.
Just check
I guess
your
that-
backpack, I suppose, or all
Gotta do
maybe.
a little calculation. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Your vestiges are ethereal, I think, aren't they? So they would.
Yes, they are. So vestiges would be discounted. But he has that big old bag of holding on him still.
And
Oh,
the
you said
enormous
always
greatsword.
The bag of holding has a set weight. It doesn't get any heavier.
It does, because it's a different dimension. Yes, you're
50
correct.
pounds. I should definitely put everything in there. I'm currently carrying 117 pounds.
So, with that means that Shamash, you don't know how, but with your newfound vitality, despite being extremely low in health, you see Unger Bungson's feet rise from the water. Now, this costs as an object interaction, so this will be your action.
This
You
is
still
my
get
action.
distance.
Yeah. Right. Shamash picks up Unger. It seems by his feet. Yep, straight back to the cannon.
To cannon, I can't see. My eye's burning.
So am I.
Almost
Well,
do not.
I can't move your character, but you need to move your character essentially.
Ugh.
Smash, exhausted, not feeling any well, drops Unger, probably head first because he's carrying him by his feet, but gently next to the cannon, ready to fire.
Unger would, as he's dropped on the floor, he would kind of point at the cannon that he aimed and primed. And he would say, Your fire on metal thing. Big boom. And as
Alas, if Shamash has an action left, he would.
indeed.
But he doesn't
Shamash,
feel it right now.
panting, is unable to summon his breath weapon in time.
Smoke, and it's
And
just a
he's
bit
still
like...
hanging. He's just
Not used to
spitting all
lifting
over,
things so
all
heavy,
over
yeah.
the fumes.
That's all done. That's everything.
Very well. With that, another set of tentacles move towards the wall.
For fuck's sake.
Oh no, not again.
And it throws
Boing,
smoke.
straight back in. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now, I don't want to cheese this too much, but the tentacles are slowed. So how far do they move?
Oh.
Oh, let's try it again. What is the movement? The swim distance is 60 normally, so it would be 30. I don't know what is it. I just moved them. Yeah, that's 30 to the wall.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Bang, damn it.
Would they have disadvantage on their attacks?
Let's see.
So I don't think slow does disadvantage on attacks.
They can't take reactions. They are -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws, though. So if you, it's a strength thing to grapple those. That's different. They can take either an action or a bonus action, not both, and can make only one attack. The attack action. They have to take a saving throw to see if they escape it, but that's the whole creature.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw, or it's or it's slowed. Uh-oh.
No.
Did we lose someone?
Who's
The
that?
slow condition is on slug thrown to roll, not on the tentacles. So
Yeah, I think we'll do it that way. Yeah. Good idea.
tentacle. Unger, as soon as you are landed back onto the wall, you see another tentacle sprawl out and towards you. There's a 31 hit.
Yes, it does.
You are dealt 24 bludgeoning damage as the
Imagine I haven't even
tentacle
got a
immediately
ground yet.
fires and sprawls into you. I would ask you to make me a strength save as it attempts to grapple you once more. No pressure.
26.
Oh, there we go.
Describe to me as you break free as the tentacle wraps around you once more. As the tentacle unwraps, it fails to throw you back into the water. but it is with its multi-attack going to take another
Oh my.
go on you.
It can't
32
multi-attack.
hits. They can't multi-attack because it's slowed.
No,
You're correct.
can't. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's
Nice.
okay.
So, one attack per go.
With that, we move to Abard Helmer.
Damn.
Beginning Abard's go, the Horsepedos are going to move. And first one's going to dash 80 feet this way. And can I check, are both of these small tentacles here, are they both still alive, or was one killed?
They both look alive to me. They've not taken any damage.
Very well.
Do you remember them taking damage?
No.
I don't think
there's
so.
one.
No. In that case, Horsepedo number 1, seeing the threat from the tentacles over on the far side, is going to beeline for the middle of these two fellas. And dynamite normally doesn't require an attack to land, it's just a dex saving throw. How would you like to rule the explosion of a seahorse-based torpedo?
Nice.
So,
Seahorse scream.
So-
Please don't call me
so-
Horsepedo again. Just before he
so sorry, you're saying that dynamite usually requires dexterity to avoid being damaged by it.
Yeah, it's a DC 12 dex saving throw, and this would be for 5d6 with a radius of 20 feet damage.
Okay. These I'm gonna roll off the main tentacle because I don't have a stat block for the smaller ones. But everything that they roll is gonna be at half because they are just smaller in nature and don't have the same capacity. In fact, I'll just say they just roll
also
a
slowed as well?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. So in fact, yeah, they would take disadvantage anyway. So we'll roll disadvantage. The first makes a 10, the second makes a 5. Both fail the dexterity save.
In that case,
Damage.
they will take 21 damage each.
As you see the seahorse plummet into the middle of these tentacles, what is the dynamite just on a fuse, or are you making it explode somehow?
It's it's like contact triggered because it's just
Okay.
like medieval. Nitro.
Yeah. Vertical limit,
So,
right?
'cause it's-
That's wrong.
Exactly. The man knows. So I'm just imagining like the trident. So there's a stick of dynamite attached to each prong of a trident, and I'm just imagining as the trident goes in, it's just like tap boom.
Okay. Okay. These are much smaller tentacles formed from the main tentacle itself. The dynamite wraps it around in this fireball of explosion, and both are knocked back into the water and destroyed, leaving you on the wall, Abard.
Indeed. And Abard is going to attempt to, I guess, check if these cannons are loaded and how to work them. Because of Abard's naval history in his family, I think came up a few sessions ago from landlocked Damara. Can I do a history check to determine my awareness of how the cannons work?
Yes. Yeah, roll me a history check. Okay.
18.
You look at these cannons, and as with Unga, see that these are mainly ceremonial decorative cannons. They are not loaded, but there is ammunition around them. You know how these things work, though.
And I guess I will attempt to load. I'm assuming loading a cannon would be an action. I could have to do
The same. I will do it the same way I did with Unger, in that within one turn you will be able to load and position the cannon.
Okay. I've
Lighting
still
and
got
firing
Guinness
will be
athlete
unlocked.
applied, so I'd get advantage on. Was it an athletics check that Unger did? Loading and firing, for loading and positioning.
I think I said anything dexterity based. So yeah, athletics or whatever it might be. Oh, was it no? Anything strength based?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, sorry.
Anything wisdom based.
No, that was for aiming.
Ah.
So yeah, then Abad, I'll allow you to use athletics to be able to load it.
A nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Nat 20.
In brick aim. Right of his chuff.
As you load the cannon, I'm going to say with a natural 20, you are also able to use this vigor to aim it and gain yourself a spare moment. As you aim the cannon, where are you aiming it for?
One Slagerfrau, does she look like she's got any exposed flesh from all the beating she was taken? I guess it would have been most of the damage she's taken would be on the other side. So
Correct, but you are looking at the exposed side that is not covered in this smog cloud. And yes, you would see that there are no kind of exposed areas on this side. You have a clean palette to be able to attack towards, so dealer's choice.
is there anything eyeball-like or orifice-esque?
On this side, there doesn't seem to be. There seem to be almost like ventricles and air holes the smog cloud has come out of. That's about it in terms of openings.
The most largest clump of ventricles will be where I aim for, I guess, like center of mass.
Okay.
And that'll be my go.
It doesn't take you long to position and aim the cannon as you swivel it around to face it at this foe. And with that, we move to Slakathra.
We move to little tentacles first.
Sorry. You're
baby
sorry.
tentacles.
Oh, okay. The turn order's moving itself through. Baby tentacles are done. We move to Medica and Sanus.
I wanted to try to bend the rules because my horse is dying right on my legs, and it should be taking the damage at the start of its turn. But can I do like a Hail Mary, use my last spell slot to try to dissipate the cloud kill from around me before the effect takes hold of the horse? Or do I have to do something more drastic?
So you're trying to almost create an opening in the smog around where you are specifically.
Yeah, because if I would use the spell, I'm using it way higher level as well. It doesn't really have any higher level, but it would dissipate the cloud kill entirely, but if I do it only locally, could I be able to generate an area around me to prevent it from taking action in the beginning of the round?
I'll allow you to go for the roll.
Say I've never done this. Gust of wind. It's basically this spell, which should just be a it just happens basically.
Okay.
And usually
Yeah,
it is
that's-
60 feet
that's it.
long, but maybe I would just try to generate like an area around me that would not have the effect, or like at least part of the cloud kill dissipates.
Fine. So you're gonna start this as a concentration spell in this area.
Yes.
If you do this, then I was gonna say, because if you're doing it at the start of your turn, but rather than taking damage, I would say you're gonna have to then sacrifice your movement to be able to do this.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just basically because the horse has gone unconscious underneath me. That's why I'm doing it as a Hail Mary type thing.
Okay.
And in that case, that would be also my turn, as I stand there with all my power spent. I'm sweating, I'm bleeding, I'm coughing, and just trying to keep everything around me contained, as to be cloud kill free.
Okay. In this huge smog, Medica opens out this small radius around him in a last-ditch attempt of desperation in this harbour. And with that, we move to Slarkathral, who now back out in the open, Shamash and Ungabungason. His attention points back towards you as he starts to build an understanding of what is happening here. And he casts Flesh to Stone on you, Ungabungason. I would ask you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
The spell save is 22.
Oh,
Oh my word.
Unga, you feel something wrap around your skin. At first it feels like frost, and then you start to realise it is hot. Before you then realise and are able to break free as the spell struggles to take hold of your flesh. And you realise that it is like flakes of stone peeling off of you.
imagine
Its
Unger
hold
like
does not
flexes
take.
his muscles, and it just all of it shatters, flies outwards.
Roll Slayer 3 times.
3 times, sorry.
Yeah, the spell tries to take a hold of him for 3 turns, I think, or
Oh my god!
during the whole
Well,
time.
Okay.
unless his concentration's broken beforehand,
Yes.
I suppose. Okay.
Thanks, Kimmy, for being my co-pilot DM.
I just bend the rules for my benefit, and then you can't do that. It's on
Yeah.
rules.
Well, I can I'm actually Kimmy because it's slowed, and if it has a somatic element to the spell, it might not be able to do it anyway.
Oh, there's a 25% chance it can't
Yeah.
do that.
Then it doesn't even do the spell,
Very good, Joe.
actually. So, in terms of hum, actually, I need you to roll a d4, and if it's a 1, then it fails.
It's one and it fails. Fuck you, Joe.
Beautiful
Nice.
go.
My pedantism, can I just cast pedantism real quick? And,
Take 15.
Yeah.
Is that on the whole spell or just for it in this turn?
just for this turn. But I mean, if
Just
you,
for
you
this
can't, next time you recast the spell, you're going to have to roll that again. But that's for the cast.
yeah,
The
yeah.
whole cast is cancelled.
Fuck you,
Nice.
Joe Anderson.
Hey, man.
With that, let's take a quick pee break.
The thing about these, relics, they're really good. Like, they've got some good shit, you know?
Nice. Well done.
No worries. Oh, I'm
Ungabungason, as you break free from the wrath of the stone, as your flesh is almost turned to it, the attention is brought back to the... Where is Finnan? There he is. Over onto the other side of the... where on a small deck area, Finnan stands. The Titan in front of him.
Yeah, Finnan, realizing, shit, all of his like useful stuff so far has kind of sucked, and is no longer effective. He realizes he needs to get slightly closer to try something, so he's gonna hop into the water and use his movement. Oh, what is swim is slightly different than movement, isn't it?
Can I make a suggestion for, and this is for everyone, maybe maybe we should be doing like a quick moment for like strategy of just like come together and like a quick like almost shouts across the field of like realignment. I worry that all over the place in combat, maybe everyone's kind of like, and obviously the battlefield is quite large between each other, and feel free to say no if this is, I'm just wondering in terms of cohesiveness for you all and to understand how to work together, if maybe actually having a moment to just quickly shout out across the battlefield at each other is maybe useful for you all.
Oh no!
I don't know if it feels. I don't know if it feels like to you guys, but it may just help bring like a feeling of togetherness in this, rather than everyone feeling like they're having to do their own bit. But just as an observation for gameplay, maybe we need to just like enforce that and bring it back at the start of every round.
Let's
Yeah,
do
that'd be
it.
good.
I'm keen.
Might be helpful
Let's
for
do
this
it
one.
Right here, right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that then. So the top of every round, let's do this. Like, I know time is a weird thing within D&D round just because of the nature of it being seconds, but let's imagine this is almost like a bit of a being able to kind of shout what's going on for you, opportunities for communication, like even if it's hands, whatever. We'll lean into the role play of it, but also I'd imagine shouts and stuff could be heard across the battlefield. Either we go around, maybe either around the table to just give like quick bite size of how to align, or we just, I don't know, I worry it may be too chaotic, everyone just shouting at each other, but at the same time that ultimately is what battle is, so I'm also happy for that.
Okay.
I just want to make sure everyone feels their voice is heard, so maybe we I don't know the best way to do this is what I'm saying, but
I suppose there'd be
I'll
like
shut up and
a
that's-
level of intuition on the battlefield. Like you'd be able to like look around and have an idea of like, oh, they're going that way or sort of thing. So I think it kind of makes a little bit of sense.
Sure.
You'd pick up on stuff. So I think a bit of sharing is good. Finnan is going to be asking about, is there any way we can turn that ray thing back on, or is it absolutely knackered?
Yep. Dramatic seconds that.
And whilst that is happening, Finnan's going to try and distract Slagrafel, so it's easier for people to enable that to happen.
Smash basically says stay out the gas, get the light thing going again, and then start firing the cannons. Smash will try and do some more stuff against these tentacles.
Do we need to clear the fog? Arthur's shouting as he runs away from me.
Come on, clear the fog.
The fog.
So I'm not sure how it would go, but like Medica is just roaring or screaming like "Aah!" in the middle as you can
The
see.
information Medica has to share
Yeah.
is just.
Yeah. You get to see like
My
a
horse.
small circle within the fog that is clear, but I'm not sure how would it go because normally it would be able to be used to dissipate cloud kill, but now I'm using it in a very weird way.
So is the problem just the gas next to the horn? Artus?
Say again, sorry?
Artus, is the problem just the gas next to the horn?
The gas is blocking the light from the lighthouse, yeah.
Okay, so the light's not able to cut through the gas.
Correct.
Ah.
I think I've murdered 3 Dales, unfortunately. Killed them both.
I don't think it was that funny, but it was just looking up and seeing Andy just disappear off.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm must what the gust of wind is to clear the air around Medica.
Yeah.
We killed him. Killed the DM.
Yeah.
Ava,
they got
looking
me.
over at Unger and Shamash, just yells, "You need help with the tentacles!"
Yes!
Yeah. And then shoot, big
Yes.
bastard.
Okay, does everyone feel strategized to a degree?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Was that useful?
I think so.
One thing that's
Sure,
going
that
to
was fun.
I was going to say, where's our healer? And he looks over and sees a small speck on the other pontoon. Floating in the sunshine, the evening sunshine. And saying, "Oh, no." He looks like he's maybe fishing or just like having a holiday.
Okay, at the top of the round, then we go in with Finnan on his
Sweet.
small dock to the west.
Finnan's gonna hop into the water, paddle doggy style at the best he can in these choppy waters. 25. Splish splash. He's gonna see Slagerfell, realizing Slagerfell's a little bit bigger than he thought as he gets a little closer. And he's gonna cast Polymorph on Slagerfell, who is a creature, I believe, and must survive a DC 17 Wisdom throw, or be turned into a beast of my choice for up to 1 hour.
Oh my god.
See,
Ooh, I just need to double check this definition. I
Okay.
don't think he's a creature. He is a monstrosity.
Oh, bastard!
Let me just double check that, and I'm very happy for you to redo. Because I
may not get in the water if that's the case. At the same time, though, like we wouldn't necessarily know that, so
being a creature is
Yes.
everything.
Philin would just try it anyway, I guess. That's more lore, I think.
Rules lawyer?
I'm
Monstrosity is an
ruling
unnatural
here.
creature. I think everything's a creature if it's alive. Let me just have a quick look into this.
Monstrosity, AI says monstrosity is a creature. So, representing unnatural, often magical and terrifying beings.
Yeah.
But-
Creatures that are unnatural in a bizarre form, often created by magic.
Okay.
me just double check
So you
this.
attempt to transform a creature that you can see into a beast. Target must succeed. Hang on, let's just double. Kraken.
Yeah.
Just asking an AI here, so it might be bollocks, but it says it would definitely affect monstrosity because monstrosity are classified as creatures. But I mean, that's just an AI summary.
And people are saying same thing.
I'm just. Okay, yeah, no rules as written. Kraken creature.
Fuck.
Specifically, it is a type of. Yeah,
For a
titan.
hamster.
Monstrosity.
Something that's not good at swimming, maybe.
Yeah.
Hamster.
A pet rock.
Yeah, sadly that's not a beast, unfortunately.
Speaking of the charm, sorry, I'm just reading all these rules.
It's all good. There's quite a bit in there, to be fair.
Are you within 60 feet of this creature as well? Sorry to be annoying.
Yeah, I am on the limit.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You're in range.
We don't jump into the sea with a kraken.
Yeah, I know. it's a wild, sort of wild choice.
Right. Okay. So
Does it have a challenge rating?
there's quite a few like intricacies to this. If you were to like turn it into a mouse, for example,
The challenge
is-
rating is too low, right? Could
it
be
is underwater, so it would polymorph. It would lose. It would like with the pressure of the sea, would most likely instantly be destroyed. So immediately
So
to its kraken.
my
So
plan was a rhinoceros because I was like, they're large and heavy and they can swim.
Or can they?
But I'm reading this bit about form can be any beast you choose that has a challenge equal or less. Or less. Oh bloody hell!
Yeah,
Asian
I'm
rhinos are
assuming a
semi-aquatic.
CR2 is acceptable. I mean, they're not hippos, so they can't be that fast, right?
They swim to cross rivers in search of food or to cool off.
Apparently, African rhinos aren't as good at swimming, so you want to
The
tell them.
African rhinos are top heavy, making them prone to drowning in deep, fast-flowing water.
Well.
I mean, technically the
So-
stat block has no swim speed, so
African rhino it is. Oh yeah, that actually looks like an African rhino rather than an Asian one.
I mean,
So-
these are.
so-
what is this Africa you talk of?
So I have a Gemini gem which only looks at the player's hand. Dungeons Master Guide. The rules it interprets is a kraken is a creature, yes, a valid target. You could transform it into a rhinoceros because it is a beast. Polymorph restricts the new form's CR to be equal to or less than the original type. That's fine because a kraken's CR is 23, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Versus that 2 for a rhino. However, this is where the rule a rhino cannot. So according to suffocation rules, a creature can have breath with 1+ its constitution modifier. So it would have 3 minutes before it starts dying. However, it would then. There are no official crushing depth rules. Okay, so blah 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 blah. But the Ghost Assault Marsh supplement suggests that taking bludgeoning damage at extreme depths. So
We could say we could float for 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, I would take that 3
Treading
minutes.
panicking, splashing around.
Yeah. I was about to get a beat down shortly after that as well.
We're in like the docks as well, so I don't know how deep is the water.
Probably not really deep, but deep
I mean,
enough so the boat moves.
Deep enough for the kraken to not
Deep enough for the
be like
kraken.
fully exposed.
Probably like 10 meters.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Sorry, I realise this is like a really bullshit play.
no. It's another one of these where it's like when
There's
we
many
figure it out,
many
it will help us
memes of that
to-
happening. So that's I
You all
was
think the
wait-
final boss is like tradition?
I still think hamster's a good choice, but
Yeah, but they can like swim, right?
is hamster in the book? I
Yeah, but
Yeah, let me just grab it. and
little
boot
hamsters
it.
swimming in the middle like.
Well, regardless, it still has to fail.
It's still got to make the roll, yeah. And I imagine with all the psychic, he's got a pretty good wisdom
Yeah.
save, to be honest.
Oh, I hope this works because I'm gonna die.
DC save 17.
It's a wisdom save. Is it?
Yeah, wisdom save 17.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh!
That's the first number.
I think so.
Oh!
We'll call you Mr. Nose.
Oh god.
This would break the concentration on the fog as well, wouldn't it?
Big time.
Surely being turned into a rush.
Yeah, because you cannot
certainly
cast
would.
spells.
Does the
Can't
fog
cast spells
dissipate
into the
naturally though, or is it a one that contain like
Well, if
continue?
it's a magical fog, then it should dissipate.
It was a concentration, I think. I can't scroll up to it, but I think from memory it was concentration.
Are the tentacles also part of the bigger beastie?
They are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So the tentacles disappear.
Excellent. Just a rhino swimming in the water for a minute.
So, okay, right. As the Kraken is transformed, Finnan, as you place your hand on it, it creates a vacuum in the water. As the Kraken vanishes, it creates a massive hole in the water where thousands of gallons of seawater rush inwards to instantly fill that void.
That's
What I would ask in that moment, anyone who is in right now, gonna have to roll me a strength save.
Oh, it's like
which I think
Titanic.
is just
Fuck.
too good.
God damn it.
Hold on, what about
Giant seahorse.
yeah? What about the seahorse?
They're too far away.
I think the seahorse, and I would also probably say, in terms of that, it's probably also going to be Medica on the deck of that, like the wooden deck is going to be completely like sucked in away from it.
Yeah, collapses.
So
Why
They
not?
can withstand waves. The deck.
yeah, that is true. This
Does the
this
seahorse
is
have
almost
one?
like a this is almost like a tight and like a inwardly put tidal wave.
The way I'm imagining it's like, you know, in Titanic when it like sinks down, it like, because of all the water moving where the ship used to be, you just get pulled in.
Yeah.
So this would be the same when the water like looks to fill, it would just rush into that area, right?
I think the void being filled with water is completely legit,
Yeah.
but I don't know if. I don't
Yeah, let's just do it with people in the water then, who directly towards it with the water. Finnan, I would ask you to roll me strength save as you are pulled in immediately by there.
Can
What
I
about
roll
Seal?
with my heroic inspiration by any chance? Oh,
Yes.
nice, I will burn that now.
Describe to me how you use
Oh!
it. 19. I was going to say the save is 17.
Oh, holy shit.
Describe to me how you're using this.
Finnan's sort of just gonna panic as if he's on like, you know, like on a roller coaster, like just before you're about to like go down that dip, you sort of get that nervous like, oh shit. Finnan's just gonna start like flailing his arms and kicking his legs as hard as he can, whilst trying to maintain eye contact on the rhinoceros.
Okay. As Finnan, you are attempting to do this, you see this. I'm trying to even picture in my mind what it looks like. Huge gargantuan beast is reduced down to a rhinoceros. You see it heavy and dense, sucked underwater as it is pulled under by the water itself. I'm gonna need a rhino stat block. Give me 2 moments.
I linked one on in the chat.
Yeah.
Let me. Yeah, I have one here too. I just need its like actual help. Oh my goodness! Look at the size of it.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's super 3D. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick.
It's poking out, right?
Oh no, his makeup. Damn it.
Oh, no.
Shrinking.
Her makeup.
I'm on
It's
that.
makeup.
Oh no, they
It just-
don't go on top
It
of
just
it
like
right now.
apparates.
Yeah.
The Kraken just apparates away, and it's just like these fake eyelashes just slowly.
Yeah.
Dissipate into the seawater. Yeah.
As this happens, the beam of light spreads across the harbour and fills radiant. And as the Kraken is reduced down in size, this is almost like an automatic signal, I would say, to... For those of you, so I would say, Abard, you are facing the right direction to see this. Looking out as the void of where Slark you now see this kind of silhouette of the city in front of you as you look across these burning buildings, and your attention is brought to the silhouette of Castle Never, illuminated in the glow of the moon. But atop it and beside it, you see the glowing silhouette of unmistakably King Hecaton. And in this moment, as he sees this being reduced down, you see him pull horn to his lips, and with it a deep, rousing sound reverberates around the city.
Very much.
It hangs as a drone in the air, echoing from walls, rooftops, and the air itself. And then a voice, strong, defiant, commanding, echoes through all of your mind. People of Neverwinter, sons and daughters of the Ordning, look upon the water and see the face of our shared extinction. For too long, we have lived in the shadows of our ancestors' wars. We have measured our worth by the distance between our height, but the abyssal tide does not care for the length of your stride or the stone of your walls. It comes to swallow us into a nameless silent dark. I am Hecaton, king of the storm giants. I am not here to conquer your ruins, but to defend all of our futures. To my kin, the Ordning is not found in the beating of the weak, but in the crushing of the vile. Prove your standing to the All-Father not through conquest but through courage. And to the small folk among you, for this city of skilled hands, raise your blades, your weapons. Not in fear of the giants beside you, but in defiance of horror. Do not let us fall together today. Stand and strike us one hammer against this beast of the deep. Unite for Neverwinter, for the service of this land, for each other. And as this reverberates across you, you see a rhinoceros floating in the middle of an abyssal depth, reduced down to a beast of insignificance, and a moment and a window of opportunity in front of you all to strike it down. Now, as it is sucked underwater, you can only imagine that this polymorphism cannot last for long. as it continues to take damage from what it is enduring. And I make some rolls in the background, but Finnan, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. I will continue to concentrate on Slagford.
After 1 hour.
Yeah.
They're getting damage. Sorry, friendly game. I didn't roll a save for the giant seahorse. See if he gets sucked in as well.
Yeah, I also want to see this. If it acts like a proximity mine.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Okay, the explosive seahorse, I think, is sucked under.
And then turned into a rhinoceros and instantly exploded. That'd be a fucking hilarious way.
Oh my god! If this is the way that this boss ends, I'll kind of be sad, but I will kind of also be quite proud. Just a bit housery and such like a gargantuan beast. If this is how it goes, okay. It's a dexterity save, right?
What is it drawing?
Do you want the dynamite stack again, sorry?
17.
It's a DC 12 dex save.
Let me tell you now, a rhino land doesn't have a great dexterity save. It's going to do this at disadvantage. A drowning rhino gets a 2. Just trying to imagine what's going through the rhino's mind, as in, like it's Slagford behind the mask of the rhinoceros. Sorry, Kimmy, I feel like you need to say something.
Was the seahorse going in willingly or trying to battle the vacuum?
I mean, it was always going in anyway,
I
right?
think they were
Yeah, I was going willingly to begin with.
All right, then, yeah, fair enough.
Just got a speed boost. That's all we got.
I imagine that behind this mask of a rhinoceros is an abyssal beast through myth and legend that has lived for millennia. And I imagine it takes a large gulp as it sees the seahorse strapped with a trident and dynamite launching towards it. Abard, roll me damage, please.
Please be 50 or more. Okay, hilarious. Good one, bro. You got this. Oh,
19.
Oh.
that's good damage.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad.
I did,
alright.
But yeah.
The rhinoceros opens out from within this fireball that wraps around it before it spills around it. What does I guess that also destroys the seahorse. The seahorse is
Oh yeah.
now gone, right?
I assume so, but I could do a dex save for him if you want to see if he lives.
Well, I would imagine that it. I don't imagine if it as a, I feel like a jihad will automatically just you take the
Yeah,
damage.
I got a
whatever it
real,
deals
like,
on the opponent.
Lydia
It's
truck
scratching
vibe
his
about it.
face, let's be honest.
Yeah, I think it's gone. It's a goner. Okay. With that, we move to Arthur Skymber, I believe.
Stunned silence. Cannot take a turn.
So Arthur's has just been running away from this fog. So he's had his back kind of turned to sort of the main arena, I guess. That's kind of behind the walls. But what he does hear is this massive crash as the waves, as the polymorph takes effect. Obviously, he doesn't know that's what happened, but he hears a massive crash and sees like a underwater nuke style torrent of water go up into the air, followed quite shortly afterwards by a more explosive sounding crash. So I think as Arthur sort of comes down the stairs here, and he sort of gets a I think my roll 20, so let me refresh that. As Arthur sort of comes down the stairs, I think he probably then sees the battlefield, sees like the fog dissipating, the water settling, and no sign of Slugthrow.
But you do see a rhino.
Right? Or is it kind of like, in a pit of water, and all the water's rushed in, and I mean it's probably pretty chaotic out there. Do I see the rhino? In the middle of the dock?
I would imagine it's almost like, what's your passive perception?
Just see this horn like sinking into the water.
17.
Wait, was that a rhino?
Excuse me.
Oh, I didn't have to link it. I'm not sure if my BTT was working properly. But 17, so yeah, maybe then.
17. I would imagine you catch a glimpse of something and think, I've not been on a safari before, but I think that was a rhino I just saw.
So, massively confused then. Artist is going to head over towards Nubs. Is it over, Nubs? What? Is that a rhino?
Yeah, so I saw the whole thing. I think Finnan turned it into a rhino.
Oh my God.
And then a large explosion happened. And it's now a very haggard-looking rhino in the middle of the bay. I'm going to shoot it, I think, just because that's what I'm good at. Plus, I've always wanted to shoot a rhino, so yeah.
Oh my God, that's genius. Okay, I will prepare to shoot this rhino as well. Let's finish it once and for all.
Hop up on this barrel. Let's finish this as friends. I know I've been a bit ratty with you recently, and it's not your fault. I just never believed you with the Glock thing, but apparently it's true.
Oh well, that's very kind enough. How about a healing potion?
Yeah, after that.
Would you like a healing potion as you know, a gesture of good faith?
But I like
all
one.
artist has on him is 5 healing potions.
Yeah, all right. But I mean, don't you want to? Yeah, sure. Yeah, fuck it. All right.
I'm quite far away, so I'm going to throw it at you. Actually, that's as far as I can do.
I want to see if it smashes on the floor. Just
A gesture of
More
good
of a
faith.
sleight of
Artist
hand
takes
check to
out-
see if you grab it or not.
yeah.
Artist takes out a healing potion and throws it. What am I going to use for throwing? Athletics, let's say.
That's a good throw.
It's a good throw. Okay, go for the catch. Yeah, sleight of hand.
Oh,
That was a smooth interaction.
Nice.
his mouth.
Hand in front of his face, like he's not even like trying, just like grabs it out of the air. Like, cheers.
Not even looking properly.
No, okay, so, yeah, not even.
With a natural 20, I'll allow you to twig it instantly without having using the.
Well, not only that, as he catches it, somehow the
bonus
cork
action.
flies out. It's something amazing the way he catches it, forces them to push the cork out at the top. And he just chugs it down. How much does that do?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Alright, I'll roll that now. Oh, well.
That's smooth. 2-1. Well,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
bitter. It tastes like
As you
shit.
kind of inhale it at the same
It's sort of, you know when you like drink something but it goes down the wrong pipe? That's what
Thank you.
Well,
and that's artist done.
thanks, artist. Snubs raised.
Oh, you're very well.
These tentacles are no longer there.
Oh, gone.
Ungabunks can be moved to you.
Bungson is kind of expecting the next attack from the tentacles and kind of bracing for it, but all he can hear is, it's quite quiet now, but there's really heavy sloshing of waves up against the wall, as if something massive has just dropped into the water. And it's going to look over the edge and see this half-exploded rhino struggling in the middle of the bay. And beyond it, Finnan, maybe you can see with a maddening grin on his face as well. He's going to take a little bit of time to just realise what's going on. My Lord Cannon, I shoot cannon. And he's going to try and re-aim the cannon towards the rhino. Readjust it just a little bit.
Okay.
His ability, anyway.
Yeah, go for another. I can't remember what it was that you rolled before off wisdom,
Rolled
but
in
something off wisdom. Okay. You reposition it, and there's a part of you that almost feels guilty as you point it towards a rhinoceros. If anything, this animal almost reminds you back from your time, where animals were much more huntable. You've never seen anything like a kraken before.
look like weird mammoth, but with
Maybe
no
you would have
fur.
seen a woolly rhino before.
Yeah, maybe seen a woolly rhino. Yeah, but have no fur. Strange. I don't think Unger has. Actually, well, he does have a tinderbox.
In the box.
I guess
Start the fire.
I need to light the fuse to this now aimed cannon.
Okay.
So he's going to hold his flint and steel, go over the fuse line, and hopefully it'll catch. Do you want a survival check for that or something?
I would say that using a tinderbox is just an action to be able to utilize.
Okay.
The cannon is aimed. As you hold the tinderbox to the gunpowder or the fuse of the cannon, it fires. And you are almost thrown back in surprise as the cannon explodes with force and the cannon pushes into you. And the cannonball flies towards this rhinoceros in the middle of this harbour. Uncle, would you like to roll me the 8d10 damage that the cannonball would deliver?
Jesus
to
Christ.
Oh, shit.
Can I forward? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that's it. Fucking hell.
Hey. 8
That's
natural ones.
It's a poor roll.
It's below average, isn't it? Average would be
Yeah.
40.
With 26 remaining HP, the rhinoceros is impacted devastatingly as the cannonball drives it, not only splitting its torso, it drives it underwater as blood of the beast opens out and starts to seep from it. However, Finnan, I would like you to just tell us what happens, Polymorph, when the beast loses all of its HP.
Can I also briefly mention that I think Finnan should regain his heroic inspiration from Polymorph? Such yeah.
I bet that's a little cheesy. Let's see
Well,
if it
fair
pans
enough.
out first.
Maybe at the end of the battle or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One
maybe.
extra-
If we survive that long, yeah.
I would say as well, you're ultimately responsible for the suicide seahorses as well. So
Yeah, exactly. I was
quite a
thinking
lot of druid tomfoolery in one turn, I would say.
Oh, God.
I know Andy is smiling beneath
I'm reading
that.
the wrong
Yeah.
thing. I'm
serious
pretty
face.
sure if it loses all its hit points, it turns back, if I remember correctly.
It does. And from the rhinoceros, as it is blown apart, from it arises a kraken. And the kraken
Oh,
returns
shit.
back to the harbour with
Would the
a
Kraken
gaping
take that damage, or is it just it's like that's what
does
it's, you know?
does not. The rhinoceros takes the damage.
Yeah,
the
it's-
kraken
it's-
comes
it's
back on the
temporary hit
HP it
points.
left the battlefield on. Exactly. The beast is a temporary vessel. for
I
its
didn't want to
being.
cheese it. I was hoping it would just drown, but
Still funny. Still funny. Still
At
worth it.
least you got rid of the cloud kill. That's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
well,
Stop
that
it.
and we've got everyone rallied, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What I'd say is that the tentacles spawn back at its body before they can move outwards.
Almost doesn't spawn back at max HP again. We're all good.
Oh my
Also,
god.
is there kind of like an opposite tidal wave type event happening now where a rhino
Oh
is
God, yeah, I suppose.
A lot of
Yeah.
water has just been displaced.
The water is displaced yet again, and I'd ask Finn and Brace for a dexterity save. as you try and swim to avoid the decking that you are plunging towards in this wave. Okay, with a 17, you're able to duck and roll as you jump back onto the platform as you are pushed 30 foot onto it perfectly.
Nice.
The tentacles spawn back in. Let me check one rule. The big question here I need to determine for rules as written. Okay. It maintains the conditions it left with, so it is still slowed. The tentacles move at half speed, and they. Hang on, just double checking what I actually put on the right layers. Just confusing. There we go.
Oh.
No shit.
Get rid of that rhino. The tentacles move back towards the wall. The first move's gonna move.
Does the
30.
light from the thing start coming back towards the...
It does.
That's
And-
frying him.
Slarkathrel is beginning to be burnt once again. It will take disadvantage on any checks that it has to make whilst under the lighthouse. We move to Nubs Grimrick.
Right. Ah, I'm going to shoot a rhino. Nubs, as he notches another arrow into his bow, takes the shot. 25. Alright, let's do some damage. Do 13 piercing damage to start off with. Second shot coming in. For another 13, for a total of 26 damage. This is just a Slarkathrel now.
26 damage in total.
Yeah.
At this stage, the Kraken is ragged. Now, once again, being bombarded with the light from the lighthouse, its barnacled skin purple has turned almost white as it starts to burn. It looks like skin as if a plaster has sat on it all night and you take it off. It's almost like devoid of starting to burn and pustule as it burns and pops. And the arrows drive into him. Yes. Yeah, the sulfuric smell from the cloud kill is replaced from a burning flesh with a hint of seafood.
Party's slightly intrigued.
Scrimmick, is that the end of your turn?
That is, in fact, the end of my turn.
We move to Shamash. Thank you, Cabradon.
Rack is not feeling any well, so he drinks a potion of greater healing. How do I do this? How do I actually drink it?
You just use it.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, just roll those.
And then delete
You know-
it from the inventory.
Yeah, you could post it on, like, yeah.
10 plus 4, 14. Right, cool. I'll just do that.
It's a strictly average roll. Very weirdly done.
Yeah. Perfectly average.
Yeah.
You can also click. I think the potions themselves have a built into them you can click to, but it does the same stuff. Just would have done the plus 4 maybe.
Rash knows that Unger is well placed with these cannons. The other one isn't loaded, as it says. Shamash is going to continue his flying journey off in the distance. and then start firing off some Eldritch Blast at Slagathrel, the main thing. So, let's do this. Given he's weak, do I get advantage, or is that not a thing?
Can he what? Advantage, sorry?
Given the what's called light is from the thing is hurting him, does that give me any advantage on my attacks? Or the Eldritch Blast is coming? Or not?
Is Eldritch Blast force? Force damage?
It is.
Believe so.
I think so, yeah. I can't actually see. Crackling energy.
1d10 force. Yeah.
Yeah, it is force, sorry, I didn't see that bit, yeah. I have a few things that help that.
I'm pretty sure when I was making rules on the spells in the last session. So yes.
Yes. Advantage.
Yes.
Excellent. So, 27, 6 force damage. 28, 8 force damage. Quicken it. 24, 12 force damage. And 17, does 17 hit?
It does.
Excellent. So 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 12 is 26, plus another 6 is 32 damage.
32 damage as you strafe through the air, pounding Eldritch Blast into the Kraken. At this stage, as they plummet into this kind of weakened flesh of the Kraken, its being is of low vitality now. All attacks are compounding. It feels that you have the upper hand in this moment.
Excellent.
That's the end of your turn, Shamash.
That is the end of my turn, Shamash.
Okay. I've already moved this token. I did it with the last one. But in fact, all I did is use its standard movement. I didn't do the dash, which is actually what it should be doing. Because it's not going to do anything else. So rather than 120,
Still slowed, isn't it?
yes, so it would only move an additional 30. As with this one actually, because they're both dashing. That is the end of the tentacles turns. We move to you, Abel.
I like to imagine, given that this whole round, I think, has been where the whole polymorphing and unpolymorphing has happened. Abel spent his last turn lining up the cannon sight perfectly on the Kraken, and then he's looked down to get a match out of his pocket. And in that time, while he's looking away, the Kraken has turned into a hippo, fallen, been hit by a seahorse that's exploded, then been shot with a cannon, and then turned back into a Kraken. And by the time Abard looks back up to the gun sight, it's exactly where it was before, and exactly as it was. So he's not been aware of any of that happening. And can I check, is it still where it was before?
It is, yes.
In that case, Abard is going to light the fuse on the cannon and fire at Slagathrel.
Generous target, indeed.
Okay.
Nice.
What would you like?
Just double checking what it needs to roll. I don't think it will take. I don't think it has to roll anything. I think it is just a hit. Hang on, sorry. If you use standard cannon rules, it doesn't get a dexterity save. Okay. Cannon is an attack. Crew makes an attack roll. If they attack me, so it exceeds the Kraken. I'm gonna say if it's a disadvantage, the likelihood of it even rolling anywhere close on this is low. The Abards, could you roll me 8d10 worth of damage, please?
$34. Couple of ones in there.
Abard Helmer, describe to me how you do this.
Nice.
Hearing. So as this happens, the mist has cleared. Abard sees Hecaton off in the distance giving his rousing speech, and he just has the words reverberating in his round like it's a threat to all, a threat to all. And Abard just lines up the gun sight perfectly with like an eyeball as Lagerfeld kind of re-emerges, and cannon just goes cleanly, nicely, straight into the eye of Slagerfrau.
As the cannonball tears through this cone-like structure of the Kraken's head or body, whatever it is, from its anatomy, it comes out of the other side as it cleanly fires through, and you see a lifelessness drop in the Kraken as it starts to seep into this harbour as the water turns into a dark purple black, and with it, with the rousing cry of King Hecaton, see members of the city, giants, dwarves, humans, gnomes, elves, all flow through the streets. Some with makeshift or prepared weapons, swords, kitchen knives, torches, candelabras, whatever people could grab as they heard this call from the king. And all together in this one action, they jump into the water, begin to tear this lifeless Kraken apart, and they don't realize it's dead before the cannonball goes through it. And they jump in, and it is a vile sight. If it were not something more pleasant in the nature of the, as you see a city neutralize this threat alongside it, but knowing that you dealt this last blast to it. And a breath falls over Neverwinter as Slugthrow is downed. The tentacles that were rushing towards you seep back down into the water, and the water turns into this dank black as its blood fills the water in front of you. And from all different ends of this harbour, spread around it, you see each other alive. And over to you.
As Shamash sees the cannon blast through the remains of Sarkashel and the body start to sink into the water, he continues his flying and goes with his Misty Shiv knife to try and cut out the beak of Slarkrasel. Wanted to take his trophy from this defeated enemy.
Unger will kind of slump down against the cannon and shout out across the bay. You think Beach Leviathan still alive?
Nubs' ears prick up. He's like, oh, I could go for a pint, he says in Gnomish. Then he turns to Artus, pulls out big pouch, thick with wet and slightly sea salty tobacco. He shoves it into his pipe. So I'll probably go. Do you want to puff on that, Chuff? And he realizes he's still speaking Gnomish. He's like, oh, do you want a little go with my pipe there, Artus? I'm gonna have a smoke.
I'd be honoured, Nubs, Otter says.
Bloody good, but I'm going first. He takes a massive drag on it. And he hands it over to Artus.
Artus takes a very hesitant puff. Don't know if he's smoked in his life. Don't know if he's the sort of person who would. He
The
probably
smell
just
is...
never crossed his path. So I think he's going to do a very cough-ridden small puff. Very nice, Nubs. Thank you. I think there's a bit of water in it, though.
Yeah, there's a bit of water in it. He just puts it back in his mouth and takes another large drag.
I might have another of these, says Artus, taking out another healing potion and having a swig.
Horrible stuff, that, isn't it?
Nothing wrong with these potions.
Yeah. Don't know where you got those. Bloody hell.
Some goblin in the back alley sold it.
Yeah. Bloody goblin potions.
Mixed with vinegar to thin it out, or something like that.
I imagine a small cutscene with two goblins in an alleyway. Goes back into a shop where his friend has sold them another bottle of piss.
By the way, why is your piss red?
Cuts back to Artus. That's quite nice, actually.
I feel refreshed. Lovely.
It's an acquired taste, but I kind of like it.
Medica is on the docks and still holding up the wind around him as he... Yeah, there we go. I waited for that. As he realizes that the cloud kill has dissipated, he stops it immediately and looks at the dying kraken or dead kraken in the bay, and breathes out as he is also doing the dying on thunder.
I think it's the kraken then.
Nah. And then you can't heal a cannonball hole in your face. And then after that, Medica slumps down into a kind of a sitting position, leaning on thunder and watching the kraken slowly sinking / swaying in the waves in the harbor area.
And get slightly mutilated.
Yes, he is enjoying that fact.
With swarms of Neverwinterites now just hacking into it, apparently.
I imagine they're trying to scran it as well, because the city's been under siege, so
roar as well.
Yeah,
Larry.
Sushi. Abard takes out the family book of monsters and looks over at the dead kraken, looks over at the smoking barrel of the cannon, and he folds it out onto the side of the seawall, opens up the page for Blue Dragon, and signs it Abard. And then he moves over to the page for the family sort of sign all the beasties that they've killed. And he turns over to the page for Giant Kraken.
Why is this music?
No one signed that one yet.
I was gonna
He
say,
signs it proper.
Abar, there wouldn't be an entry. No one in your family has ever fought a kraken. This is an empty page.
My word.
Abon in that case. Right. Bloody big kraken in massive letters at the top of the page. And then at the bottom, signs the name Rumpert for his brother, who got killed by the cultists back a few months ago. And he nods, looks at the moonlight, closes the book, and then walks over to the group, and then rubs his hand and goes, "Right, Pub!"
Herb.
Anything else that anyone would do in this harbour before we close for the session?
Do you think Finnan would be able to like try and, if he dove back in the water amongst the melee of locals battering the corpse of the kraken, do you think he'd have a chance to potentially get to a prize item such as the eye of the kraken or Slagafer?
Yeah, if that's something you're going for in particular,
100%.
like to go for it. Yeah, as part of the looting experience, definitely.
Thank you. Upon returning to the group and here again, I say pub. Yes. The beach Leviathan awaits, lads. Huzzah! Or should we rebrand it to the beach Slagafer?
The bitch Slagafer. Who's going to stop us?
Finn's also going to show off the eye to Unga Bungus and go, check this shit out.
To show what, Angabungson?
The eye of Slagafer, which I've looted from the body.
But is maybe stinky in a few hours. Smell
Maybe.
like fish.
I'll find a nice jar for it somewhere.
Jar
I mean, how
would be
big does the jar need to be? How big's the eye of the climb?
It's like as big as Finn.
Yeah.
He's like
Fucking
"Oh,"
massive drip
carrying
over
like some
shoulder.
Atlas
on the back
stone.
of the cart.
I imagine the group of us then have just all reconvened at the top of the docks here, just watching the maul of people ripping into Slagathor, and Finnan just walks along with it, holding a big eyeball in front of him.
Just hear Crumb in the background.
That's well
Sorry.
good. No, do not apologise.
As you all congregate back in a group in this harbour space, looking at the destruction of the city around you from where you can see it, and the immobilized gargantuan corpse of this monstrosity of a being, you reflect back on this evening.
A long evening.
Not many adventurers can say that they have killed a dragon, let alone an ancient dragon. Let alone in the same night defeating an abyssal creature such as the Kraken. And as King Hecaton, and by his side Zephyros, and many other giants of high command walk to you. A knowing and sincere nod meets you from the king. You have shown yourselves to be a strong heart and keen mind. It is an honor to fight alongside the small folk. He looks at the Kraken and looks back to the city. But I think we have all earned a moment of respite. Before he looks back out to the sea. Before whatever awaits us in those islands.
Which islands?
Well, rocks, Unger would say, leaning into Finnan.
Oh! Of course.
Should close the portal, I suppose.
And across the ocean, you still see, although it is many miles southwards, down the coast from here, of where it originally started, but the beam from the lighthouse that Medica activated still spans the sea, facing out northwest. And from this bay and this harbour of Neverwinter, you see it pass through over the ocean, out into the far distance.
Aye, where our journey takes us next.
Okay, we'll leave that session there. You
Amazing.
level up.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And we enter into the final chapter of this campaign.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Nice one, boys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was fucking sweet.
That's intense combat.
Probably a good
I
thing he
never-
didn't die as a rhinoceros, because
I never thought that I would see a Kraken turn into a rhinoceros campaign. Well done for upping the ante every time.
Well, you're lucky